What will you do if this is really true? And that is the question you have to ask yourself as we go over this next story. A warning from the government of possible terror attacks on our water supply. This is something that I thought about back in 2010, but it wasn't about a possible attack. I honestly believe that there will be a day where certain water supplies are attacked on purpose to hurt people, to push one country into another, a war with another country. But right now, there are things in our water, like fluoride, that I started learning about a long time ago, that I started to safeguard my family against. I'm going to read this story, and then I'm going to share with you what I did to prepare for that. It was a pretty easy step, but it's one of those things that once you've done it, once you've done that preparation for harder times in the future, you're going to thank yourself. So this story is out of yahoo.com. It started with Bloomberg, and it's entitled U.S. Warns of Cyber Attacks Against Water Systems Throughout Nation. It says, the Biden administration is warning states to be on guard for cyber attacks against water systems, citing ongoing threats from hackers linked to the governments of Iran and China. Really interesting. It's like they're setting us up to get ready for our next war. Says disabling cyber attacks are striking water and wastewater systems throughout the United States. Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Michael Regan and the National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan wrote in a letter to governors made public Tuesday. These attacks have the potential to disrupt the critical lifeline of clean and safe drinking water. And I'm going to be honest with you. I believe right now, because of fluoride, personally, I don't want fluoride in my water. So I'm taking it out. I believe that it can cause chronic issues because of things that I've read from doctors that have sent out warnings. Once it used to be safe and we were putting it on our teeth, fluoride treatments at the dentist's office. I refuse that stuff, but that's a personal decision. Says hackers affiliated with the Iranian government Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps have attacked drinking water systems, while a People's Republic of China state-sponsored group, Volt Typhoon, has compromised information technology of drinking water and other critical infrastructure systems, the letter warned. Federal departments and agencies assess with high confidence that Volt Typhoon actors are pre-positioning themselves to disrupt critical infrastructure operations in the event of geopolitical tensions and or military conflicts, said the letter. The water system is an especially vulnerable part of U.S. infrastructure, fraught with weak controls, insufficient funding, and staffing shortages. The EPA is the lead federal agency for ensuring the nation's water sector is resilient to all threats and hazards. It says here in late November, an Iranian-backed hacking group attacked Israeli-made digital controls commonly used in the water and wastewater industries in the U.S., affecting multiple organizations across several states. Bloomberg News previously reported, while the incidents didn't interfere with water quality or supplies, they heightened talks between the U.S. government and municipal water associations over how to best protect the water supply. Here's the deal. A long time ago, I was watching people that were in the industry talking about how vulnerable our water system is to being attacked by not only cyber attacks, but actually being poisoned. And when we're dealing with terrorists, they fight dirty. They aren't walking right up to you and fighting. They're doing evil things in the shadows. And if we had some type of an attack where, pumps were shut down and you couldn't get water to your house, I wanted to figure out a way for my family that I could bring us clean drinking water. So I went and bought one of those gravity water filters, and I did a ton of research, and I found the best price for the filter itself. And it's funny because we bought that filter back in like 2012, I believe it was. And when we started this YouTube channel, my wife said, well, let's go and see, if they've got an affiliate link, because we love this thing. We used it instead of our RO, because I started learning how much water is wasted with an RO system and how many filters are involved. There's just one filter in this, and it was impregnated with silver, so it was antimicrobial. It took out the fluoride, and so we went and called them and asked them and said, hey, do you have an affiliate link? And they said absolutely. So we are super stoked, because this is truly something that we use every day. And we got the big stainless steel gravity filter, because if pumps go down, I'm like, hey, I want to be able to go and filter. I went and got myself a Brita filter, and I said, if there's pond water or any kind of water, I'll pre-filter with that, and then I'll dump that into this filter. But we use it every day, and the water tastes amazing. Well, then, because you only get every day you got to fill this thing up. It holds 3 gallons at a time, and it filters 3 gallons pretty quickly now. I think I want to say 3 gallons goes through in a couple of hours. But we found one that they sell. It's called the FS12, and it's this unit that bolts up underneath your sink. One line goes in, one line goes out to either your refrigerator or to your water spigot on your sink. And it's got a pressure relief valve, and it's one filter, and they're amazing. I cannot say enough good things about it. And now that I've moved, I'm buying a new one to put up underneath there. So I'll put a link to the company down below. And they are American-owned company, American-made stuff. It's amazing stuff. I support this company. So if you want to check it out, and their prices blow Berkey's away. If you have a Berkey filter, and there's been trials where people have taken this filter and a Berkey, and they've taken the same green water and dumped it into each one's on YouTube. You can Google it and find it. And it's pretty amazing how it takes out the color. So I think that this is something that everyone should have, is a water filtration system. Especially consider looking into what can happen to your body when you're exposed to all of this all of these chemicals that they're putting in the water system. I mean, they're putting chlorine and all kinds of stuff in there, and then we're drinking that. And I know it's out in the water system when we're going to restaurants and things like that, and getting whatever drinks that are out there that are made with water. This stuff's in there too, but at least you can try and control the supply of it when it's coming into your home. I wanted to give you that warning, because I do believe that there is a day that our water system in America is going to be under attack, and it is going to send people into a sheer panic. And that is what always gets flown in the first time. Whenever there's a hurricane or mass fires, it's pallets of water that are shipped in by the government. The question is, do you want to rely on the government for being there for you if we have a large scale attack, or do you want to take care of yourself? So I would check those out. That's personally what I've done, and I stand completely behind it. Hope you got something out of this. The Economic Ninja is out.